Hi everyone, welcome to the Mama Elephant YouTube channel. This is Rena and today is day one of intros for the October 15th release. We're going to make cookies with the Sugar Cookies Creative Cut set. Also, there's a new stamp set, Handcrafted Happiness, that goes well with two of the releases this month. And also a new set illustrated by Ada Zamora, Baked with Love. Today we're going to color our images using Zig Real Clean Color Brush Markers on Bristol Smooth cardstock using VersaFine Vintage Sepia. So today I'm using my go-to colors whenever I color Ada Zamora images. I'm using the Zigs in beige, blush, pale pink, light pink, mid-brown, flesh color, and oatmeal. I wanted to use watercolor paper for this project, but I'm making favor bags, and whenever I color images, I tend to use the same type of paper throughout the project. So I didn't want to make my favor bags out of watercolor paper, so I'm using the Bristol Smooth cardstock, and I haven't colored in it in a while, and I love it. I love Bristol Smooth cardstock. So I'm just taking the markers and I'm kind of you know how you fill in the dark areas when you have Copics? I'm kind of doing that, and then I'm kind of taking my brush and then just kind of taking that color out. And then if I want it to look like it to fade a little bit, I'll leave a little tiny white area, and it kind of makes a nice gradient when you do that. So these markers are so super easy to use. I use the Zigs and the Artisas interchangeably. Sometimes I'll mix them around too, but I decided to just use Zigs for this. And I just really love it. It's so easy. And I just love Bristol Smooth cardstock. I wanted to color all of the images today, so there's lots of lots of coloring. It is already the beginning of October, and I feel like I'm already behind on the holidays. I'm like, oh my gosh, Halloween's over already, and it's the 10th. In my mind, like, I missed out on Halloween decorating, and I don't know what's wrong with me, but I thought I'd also take this opportunity to make some projects around the holidays. Even though I'm a crafter, I always fail. I always end up giving things in just simple gift bags and just simple packaging. I mean, there's some friends where I'll use the same bag that they gave me last year, and it's just the same bag that we're like trading. But that's okay too. But I decided to make favor bags today just to have on hand, because sometimes you like to have things, just in case. I don't want to say if you forgot someone, but just in case that, you want to give away some extra gifts. So this is part of the favor bag, the Mama Elephant favor bag die, and it comes with this little panel here. I cut out 4 because I'm going to make 4 favor bags, and I'm just doing some simple ink blending on the bottom of those panels. I used Distress Oxide ink in Worn Lipstick, Tattered Rose, and Antique Linen. Those are my 3 favorites. So I am just taking the images that we colored and I cut them out with the coordinating dies. And then now I'm just spreading out the images between the 4 panels. The Mama Elephant favor bag Creative Cuts also comes with a heart, and I did cut that heart out, and that is what I will also place on my panel. To cut out the favor bag, the actual bag, I did use colored cardstock, and I had some color cardstock scraps, and I know I'm not going to use those scraps, so I decided why not cut out this little heart that comes with the die set. It's perfect. It fills in my space, and I'm going to stamp out some of the sentiments that come with the set, and then I'm using the same color ink as my stamped images. Here is the Handcrafted Happiness Set, and I love this because you can pair it with all of your handmade goods or handmade cards. So I'm taking different sentiments from it, and I did stamp out the back of the 4 panels because I am making 4 favor bags. To make the favor bag, you need to cut out that main body piece twice. And you know me, I like to reinforce the score lines. And I'm just pre-folding the panels as well. And then we're going to put it together. It's so super easy. There's 2 tabs. You always want to make sure to adhere the tab to the inside of the bag, just so your bag looks, you know, kind of seamless. So we're just adhering those 2 tabs. And then all that's left is to adhere the bottom. And then I'm just using my art glitter glue to do that. I'm taking my panels and I'm just going to double foam tape all of the panels in front of the favor bags. I love the way the Handcrafted Happiness sentiments look on the back of this favor bag. It looks so good. I did finish off the favor bags with shred on the inside and a little mini clothespin. So I'll have pictures at the end. So it's time to make cookies. These are the Sugar Cookies Creative Cuts, and this is so fun. I had a lot of fun with this. So that bigger piece cuts out your cookie, and the smaller piece cuts out your icing. And then you can also see that there's like other little pieces, like the little heart, the middle of the poinsettia, the tiny hearts, stars, and circle. You can use those to decorate your icing. So it's so fun. I didn't get to use those little pieces. I did something different, but those are there, and I love those because I also like cutting those little confetti type pieces for my other projects to use as, like, if I don't want to use a sequin, I'll use that instead. So I really love the look of that. I wanted my sugar cookies to look as real as possible, so I wanted my icing to be higher than the cookie. So I did cut out my icing pieces using foam sheet, and I just used a white foam sheet. I wanted to make the process of adhering the icing to the cookie easy, so I did back my foam sheet with this double-sided adhesive. It is by Scrapbook Adhesives, and it's called Adhesive Sheets, and you get 25 12 by 12 pieces, and it's amazing. I love this product. I have this giant roll of foam sheet. I got it at Michael's. I think it was $8, and after I used the coupon, it was like $5 or something like that. But I'm taking my foam and then I'm putting my adhesive sheet. This adhesive sheet is double-sided, so I'm going to make sure that it burnishes on really good to the foam. I'm using my bone folder to do that. And then I'm going to die cut it using the icing pieces, and that will be my icing. So all I have to do is peel it and I can stick it like a sticker. I always save the backing because those backings come in handy for different projects. So if you watched my video last month, we made snow, and I wasn't sure how long the snow would last, so I saved it and I looked at it, and guys, it came out like a big giant piece, and it's freaky because it doesn't stick. Look, it doesn't even stick to the paper towel. It was so weird. It was like this weird hard slime. Anyways, I made new snow. The recipe is equal parts of white glue, paints, and baking soda. And you use white paint, and if you want to color it like I did, you use the white paint and you put only like 2 drops of the colored paint, and that will tint your mixture. So again, equal parts of baking soda, white Elmer's glue, and white paint, and if you want to color it, 2 drops of colored paint. So I've adhered my icing, die cut out of the foam with the adhesive, and I just adhered it to my cookie. And then now I'm taking my what was homemade snow is now homemade icing, and I'm spreading it on the foam. And I'm obsessed with those cookie videos where they use a little metal thing to like spread the icing, so I kind of got addicted with doing that. You don't really have to do that. The popsicle stick did fine, but for a while I was watching a bunch of those cookie decorating videos, and then I just sprinkled some diamond dust on top of it, and it looks so super real. I'm making another set. So one set has a backing of ivory paper, and then the other set that I'm making has a backing of white paper, so it's an all-white cookie. And then I'm topping that off with some old Martha Stewart seed beads in red and green. I'm going to make a mat using the Waverly. I believe this is the Waverly Diet Creative Cut set. And then I'm going to interchange it ivory and white panels. And then for the cookie that has an ivory back, I'm going to use the white Waverly panel die. And then for the all white cookie, it's going to have an ivory back, just so the cookies stand out and it's a different color. I'm using some older stamp sets here for the critters. I believe these two critters came from Mary Mantle. I love it. It's an older set, but I love it so much. I'm using that sentiment from Baked with Love, and I'm using double foam tape to adhere my Waverly panel on. And then I'm going to just arrange my cookies and my critters in sort of a loose tree shape. And these were so fun. I was going to wait for these to dry overnight, which is what you should really do, but it dried so fast. Like, I want to say an hour or two, less than that, but I wasn't really paying attention, but I did make this card in one day. So I'm doing my second card, and these images are from A Cookie Christmas, which is perfect. It's another older set, but I just really love these images. And then they're going to stand on a stack of sugar cookies. This is the sugar cookies that I used, the Diamond Dust. And it looks really nice. It looks really sparkly and like real in person. Going to adhere the rest of the sugar cookies on the card, and there's really no rhyme or reason. I was just trying to make as much as I could fit into the card because I just really love these sugar cookies. I really loved how it came out. I didn't know how it would come out, but it came out perfect. I love it. I'm going to call that card done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Mama Elephant YouTube channel and tap on that bell to be notified of future videos. We'll see you guys tomorrow with another fun Ada Zamora set. Bye, guys.